Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Wind Waker. In the last episode we were getting some goodies from around Windfall Island, and this week, now thanks to the remarkable success during the sinking ships minigame in the kind of post-credit, well not post-credit, just end of last episodes, only one more thing we need to do in Windfall before we head off. Well, two obviously, there's another big one, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is we need to go up here to the kind of main plaza. Yeah, about the sinking ships minigame, normally I struggle with that massively, as I said, because it's entirely luck-based. It took me 2 tries, and I only had to complete it 2 times. The first time I got it, and then the second time I got it under 20, so that was fantastic. Anyway, we're being swarmed by tiny children. Let's talk to them. This town is our turf. The turf of the world, the famous killer bee. The turf of the world, famous killer bees. Don't mess with us. That was, I can't do Cockney accents. They always end up, oh good god, buzz. They always end up turning out like, what's the word? Australian, that's the word. Couldn't think of the word Australian. No, they always end up sounding Australian. My Cockney accent sounds Australian, my Australian sound Cockney. Can't win. But I've come into the wrong house, so let's ignore that. I was talking too much. This is Salvatore again. I've had enough of him to last a lifetime. What we need to do is go over to here. There's a kind of little school building, I suppose it's supposed to be. And inside, we will find the lovely Miss Marie. Welcome to Miss Marie's School of Joy. I don't think I've ever seen your face around here before, my young scholar. Are you a new pupil? And we talk to her again, and she says, what can I do for you on this fine day? And I say, we need to talk. I know I maybe look a bit flashy for a teacher, but I assure you I am one. How long has it been since I opened my school here on Windfall Island? 20 years? Ever since then I've been teaching the children of this island about true joy. But I do have a rather joyless problem. There's this delinquent gang of 4 young boys who never listen to a word I say. Even though I wait patiently for these boys to show up, they never come. It's as if they don't want joy in their hearts. Could you please catch their leader, a little boy named Ivan, and talk some sense into him for me, please? She didn't say please, but no, she said please now. There we go. Please, young man, for me. Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you so much. You're such a dear. They're such troublesome little boys, and I'm at my wit's end over how to handle them. But they won't be so mean to a boy their own age, will they? I should think not. Good luck, young man. They're about half my size. How are they my own? Actually, so I'm only supposed to be like 10 on this or something like that. Well, I suppose you're only 10 in all Zelda games. You know, kind of a little kid, essentially. But anyway, if we talk to him then. Hello, governor. What are you looking at, bud? That's slightly better, apart from the bud went downhill there. Haha. Yeah, bud, what are you? Some kind of country rube? I mean, look at that outfit. What a get-up. Yeah. Yo, bud, you got a problem with this killer bee's heart, do ya? Don't tell me it's that annoying hag of a teacher again, is it? You came out here to give us a talking to because Miss Marie asked you to, right? Tell us not to skip school, right, bud? Tell us not to be tardy, right, bud? Well, forget about all that. We're the mighty invincible gang of the famous killer bees. Well, I said famous instead of 4, apparently. You don't think we'd listen to a chump like you, do you? But I'll tell you what, bud. If you want to challenge us to a competition, then we'll maybe think about listening a little bit. What do you say, bud? You want to challenge us? I'll take you all on. So, what we have to do now is a bit of hide and seek. The 4 of them hide around the island. You say that they don't hide indoors or anything like that. Find all of them. No time limit, anything like that. Just need to find them. So, there's 4. And the first one is just through this arch. On the left, you'll see this little fella in here. I'm not sure if that's a man or a woman. Well, boy or girl. But yeah, it jumps off the cliff and runs away uptown. So we need to follow it along. You, sir, or madam. Sir or madam, truly, I implore, come back here. No, don't talk, no, go away. You're saying important things, but I don't care. She was talking about a sail, which, if you remember, was originally why we were supposed to come here. Come on, I'll stab you up. Where have you gone? I didn't actually mean to draw my sword there. Hide and seek's taking a turn for the worse. It's gone all hungry. Seriously, what is this? Come now. Come now. There we go, that counts. Now the next one we can do, it's just down here. Ooh, there's a tingle bottle there. I'm not going to get it yet though, because we're in the middle of playing hide and seek. If we roll into this tree, whee! Out comes their leader. Oh god, the old man spotted me as well, based on the sound I think I heard, so that's going to be horrifying. So let's run the fuck away from him as well, and try and catch Ivan, the leader. Well, I'm sure it's... Ah, no! Stop talking to people, I'm trying... No, I'm trying to roll and go faster. I think rolling is definitely quicker in this game. Oh, you bugger, you can't change direction that quickly. Come now. I think I'm faster than them anyway, slightly. There we go, that's 2 down. Yo, you got me. Ah, no. I'm not going to listen to your tale of woe. Never, ever, 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 ever. I keep telling you this. essentially his story, because he goes about a very long-winded way of telling it you, but basically his daughter was also kidnapped and taken to the Forsaken Fortress by a giant bird. What does that sound like? Anyway, if we go behind Elvis here, we will see... Oh, you shit! Take 2. If we go behind Elvis here, we will see another killer bee. God, he looks like a pig. He's got a face like a pig. I'm going to call him Pigface. So Pigface runs away and does another ill-advised jump. These guys seriously jump for some real heights. Jump from some heights, which I think would actually cause me damage if I did it. No, it doesn't at all. But no, he seems to be fairly slow, so we can just catch him. We can see another Tingle Ball out there, but yeah, we got him. So there's only one more to get now, who is just over to the side here. This is the bomb shop that does not currently sell bombs. Go figure. Is it still a bomb shop if it doesn't actually sell bombs? How do you know? Anyway, if we watch little... words. If we sidle along the side here, then soon enough we will see... There we go. The final bee. Oh, I thought I jumped off the end again there. That would have been incredibly annoying. And you're going to run away with your arms held behind you in a ridiculous pose. Oh, you can jump very high too. That is problematic. Right. He's only just down there again, so we should be able to close him down pretty quickly. And when we touch him... Come on. I can't run in a straight line at this angle. Apparently my thumb's not holding the stick in that direction properly. Because I'm an idiot. There we go. Oh, a lime. Oh, I can't believe it. You found all 4 of us. And you caught us all too. Talk about utter defeat. Looks like we lost our touch, killer bees. I guess maybe it's time we chilled out. From now on, we won't cause no more trouble for no one. And to reward your hide and seeking skills, here, take this, bud. We get our heart piece, which makes it all entirely worth it. We've collected 3 so far, so we're actually very close to getting our first heart container from heart pieces. And they say apologise to Miss Marie for us, but that's part of another quest I will be coming back to do later. For now, we spoke to him accidentally while I was rolling, but if you talk to this guy, who's looking very morose on the stairs, he says, "You looking for a sail? I have no idea where you'd find one. Do I look like a sailor to you? Look, I'm feeling down right now, so shove off, will you? Go piss that guy in the massive coat or whatever." And if you look over here, you will see, da-da-da-da, there is a guy in a massive coat. Don't know why I felt the need to use the telescope there, but it was fun, wasn't it? If I speak to him. My story is a strange one. I came across cursed seeds from a land far away, a land where the blizzards blow violently, heading for this town called Windfall. But dear me, as I travelled, terrible storm descended and tore my ships to bits, and yet mysteriously only that escaped without so much as a mark on it. From the looks of you, I would say you are a traveller as well. Oh yes, indeed. Could you not purchase that from me? It is the one and only heirloom from home. The people of this town do not seem the least bit interested in that, despite the fact that it would let them travel the dangerous seas about their town. Please, I beg of you, I wish to open a business here in this town, so I am in desperate need of finances. How does 80 rupees sound? I'll buy it! Yes, thank you very much. I've received precisely 80 rupees for it. I can use these funds to finance my new business. Oh, dear me, what a happy day. Very well, young master. As promised, take that! So yeah, it turned out that you got a boat sail. That's actually quite useful. He refers to it exclusively as that, which is quite kind of problematic if you don't really know what you're doing here. But the woman... I always think it's a woman, but the man sitting on the stairs actually does give you a useful little hint by saying, talk to the bloke in the big coat. Now, one thing I think has changed from this thing is that I can't see the sail in my items, so I assume it's not actually an item in this, it's just a thing that you do, which is very useful. Anyway, I'll explain that in a sec. Oh, that look in your eyes, so you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well, then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hull and press A to climb aboard. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do characters' voices when they're blatantly just giving tutorials, because otherwise I'll be here for frickin' ages. I'll just explain it as I go along, which is much easier. He's just talking to me about charts and stuff. So, if you look behind him, you'll see there's an arrow. That points the direction of the wind. You can hold R to cruise, which is kind of moving without using the wind. But now, in the old game it was an item, so you had to equip it to one of your 3 buttons. But now, just whenever you're in your boats, you just press A to start sailing. And we're heading towards, you can see on the horizon, there's that very large mountain. That's where we're heading. I've got a map down on the gamepad, but you haven't. But you don't really need one. Got a compass in the bottom left, and I guess what's a clock? Technically, all it tells me is it is daytime. But yes, so we are travelling 2 squares to the right. The island that you see with the big spire coming out of it, like the kind of mountainy thing, is the second square along, but before we get there, there's something else we can actually do. Firstly, you'll notice if we sail through those two kind of flags, start a little mini game where barrels appear with rupees on them. For each one you get in a row, another one appears, and the value of the rupees on each one slowly increases, which is awesome. Like, I think once you've got 5 green ones, they start becoming blue ones and such like that. But anyway, they're going over there, whereas we need to be here. So let's cruise into the island. I turned the sail off a bit early there. But there's a couple of things we can briefly do on this island. This is... Oh! I forgot that A is not stop on this, it's set sail. Now there's a tingle bottle. My first one, yay. I'll read these out at the end of each episode if they're at all amusing. Can I just jump up there, please? Nope, okay. That's problematic. Come on, why can't I do that? Come on, man, I'm walking into it. Good lord. There we go. This is Paw Print Island. I'll be going through each island kind of individually at some point, talking about them and kind of doing various things, which I'll explain more when I get to them. But you see this giant egg in the middle? If we click the grass here, you'll see there's an entrance. We can get into it. And there are wonders inside. If we go along here... Well, first let me talk about something else. Now we have a deluxe picto box that can take photos in colour. Last episode you may have noticed that when I took a photo of a woman, it had a little thing that said good in the top left. Later on in the game, we can get colour pictographs turned into figurines, so you can make a figurine of pretty much every character, enemy, or thing in the game. So I'm going to be trying to do as many of them as I go along, and so every time I do, I will take a picture of a new enemy or character, something like that, and I will give you the little description of the figurine that comes with them. It's a nice way of introducing things. So this, for example, is a choo-choo. And that pictograph is apparently not good enough, so we have to do it again. Let's see if we can lure him over here. There we go. Let's snap him. Oh god, that was right up close. Nothing there. Well, we killed that choo-choo, so let's try and get another one. Choo-choos are an annoying little enemy, mostly based on jumping and stuff like that. But nope, that ain't gonna work. That is, okay, apparently that's good enough according to that. So these are choo-choos. There are choo-choos of many colours, all with their own distinct appearances. In general, they are most susceptible to projectile weapons, of which we currently have none. But as you can see, yes, if you kill them, they are very likely to drop Chew Jelly. This is red Chew Jelly, which comes from deep within red choo-choo, so it can be effective as a cure for exhaustion, but can't be used in its current state. I'll talk more about Chew Jelly later on. There's 3 types of it. There's red, green, and blue, and each has a slightly different thing, which I'll talk about when I'm actually doing them. Now, we can't go down there because you need bombs to kind of go through there, but what we can do is continue across here. Again, more bombs needed to the right to break that kind of thing open, so that'll all come across later. We'll come back down here. But through here, there's a lot of choo-choos. But there is also, oh hey, a chest. Let's grab that chew jelly, and more chew jelly. Lots of chew jelly already. If we open this chest... You got a piece of heart. That's the 4th piece, completing another heart container. Your life energy is increased by 1 heart. So that's nice that we can have a whole extra heart already before we've even really done any dungeons or anything like that. So that is awesome, and that's all we can do here on Paw Print Isle for now. Take a picture of some choo-choos and get a heart piece. So, if we return to the surface, we can prepare to head off. But also, there's one final thing we can do. You see these people here on a kind of salvage device gadget thing. There's some little stuff we can do with them briefly if we speak to them, so let's do just that. Apparently I'm on the wrong side, so there we go. Still not letting me speak to them. Come on. There we go. Yeah! Mighty fine boat you got there, bub. You must be looking for treasure on the seafloor too, aren't you? Haha, you won't get it from us, bub. Not likely. Let me ask you something real quick. Who wanders on a fishless sea? I'll tell you what, bub. Only pirates, monsters, and treasure hunters like ourselves. Maybe some other things that I've never heard of. You know, with all the weak island dwellers who never leave their shores, I'm amazed to see such a tiny guy out here. I like your style, bub. I feel like I've known you my whole life. So hey, bub. Let me tell you what. As one treasure hunter to another, I'll give you this. You'll definitely be needier if you want to hold up treasure. Come on, take it. I won't take no for an answer. I also won't take nay, no, nar. Just grab it. Gives us a nice little treasure chart. And this also brings me... Oh, no. This is just more explanation, which I will talk about when I do it. But this gives me a nice chance to... Hey. Alright, little treasure buddy. Best of luck to all of us. Gives me a nice little chance here now to talk about treasure charts. Each treasure chart, as you'll have noticed from the visualizer last episode, has a kind of location of an island where treasure can be dredged up when we've got the appropriate item for doing so. I will be going through the location of every treasure chart that leads to a piece of heart or something interesting, but about half of them only lead to just a silver rupee, 200 rupees. I will probably not be going through them individually so much as just I'll go off to them, probably off screen, when I need money for things. They're all near an island, and they're all fairly obvious once you know what island they're pointing at. You'll have seen on the last screen as well, there's a little kind of map. That's what the treasure map shows you, though that's on the gamepad for me. And that shows you the island, you need to work it out from there, which island it is, and then when you go there, there's a really clearly glowing ring of lights, and then you go to there and dredge it up using an item that we will obtain at some point in the future. But now we are approaching our destination, so stand back and wait for the finest music I think that Nintendo has ever come out with. There, on the horizon, that is our destination, Doctor. Dragon Roost Island. And it looks glorious in HD, I'll admit. Woohoo. High atop this island's peak lives a spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valoo. You must go and see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Den's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of the sorts that was used long ago when people paid music in prayer to the gods. In those days, it's only using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try it. How did it get in his mouth? He doesn't have limbs. Oh well. Right, so the Wind Waker. He's going to talk me through it, but I'm going to explain to you. Basically, you use the right stick to kind of conduct in time like that, and the left stick to change the kind of pace. For now, we're not using the left stick at all, so we just go up, down, right. It's like playing in one of the instruments like the Ocarina and Ocarina of Time or something like that, except rather than pressing the buttons to actually do the things, you just have to be holding them at the right time. So I'm just holding right, left, down. You don't have to press them, you kind of make sure you're holding them when the beat comes around to you. So, we can't do much with the Wind Waker at the moment, but it's nice to have! You receive the legendary Wind Waker by using this magical conductor's baton. You can borrow the power of the gods. Use the right stick to conduct. Don't... Yes, it's just explaining what basically the King of Red Lions just said. So, it's nearly the end of the episode, but we can just do some brief stuff with bombs. Oh god, it's coming back! Oh, that was brutal. Oh, there's a tingle bottle in here. Let's see what these tingle bottles say while we're waiting. Oh no, let's not actually... What?! I keep rolling and doing things I'm not meaning to do today. It's being problematic. Now that clears that out of the way. Then, no, come on. Now this one's slightly more tricksy that we need to wait till it's just about to explode and then throw it up there. And that worked remarkably well. So let's gather some hearts that apparently dropped. Now this one we need to basically run up and throw it onto this ledge above us. Is that going to hit it? I might just... Yeah, that just got it. Ooh, and a yellow rupee and all. That's 10 rupees. Your face is beaming, which I believe is what the game says when you get one. Now, if we slide along here, we can also get... This is the only way to cross because the bridge is out. And we can also collect a little blue rupee. Rupees never hurt in this game. There's a lot of places you can get rupees from, but also there's a lot of things that cost a lot of money, so it's worth getting. At the moment, like, your standard wallet can hold 500 rupees, which... Oh, good god. Your standard wallet can hold 500 rupees, which is pretty good, and there are a couple of upgrades you can get to it at various points. So, that now unlocks a way back down. So if we're way back down, way back up. Because if we now pull this back, got a little thing that allows us to hop back up here. And so now, this episode we have successfully completed the final quests in Windfall Island, and we have found our way across. We have sailed the seas for the first time, past Paw Print Island and onto Dragon Roost Island. So on that note, I'm going to end the episode there, so thank you very much for watching. This has been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman, and I hope you'll join me next week for another episode of The Wind Waker.